as the mighty Roman Empire marched across the ancient world, leaving an indelible mark on the course of human history. There existed a lesser-known yet equally formidable force fighting by their side. Loyal, brave, and incredibly strong. These were not fellow soldiers, but rather a pack of extraordinary animals, the Roman war dogs. These powerful canines played a pivotal role in the rise and expansion of one of the most enduring civilizations the world has ever known. The Roman war dog was not merely a pet or an ordinary hunting companion. It was a meticulously trained, disciplined, and formidable weapon of war. These dogs were specially selected for their size, strength, and aggressive nature, making them perfect for the dangerous task of joining the Roman army in battle. Often descending from the Molossian hound, a breed known for its massive size and aggressive nature, Roman war dogs were larger than life, standing as tall as a full-grown man at the shoulder. Their muscular bodies and sharp features gave them a fierce appearance that struck fear into the hearts of their enemies. But their physical prowess was matched only by their relentless spirit and unwavering loyalty to their Roman handlers. However, the Roman war dogs were not simply unleashed on the battlefield as savage beasts. They underwent rigorous training to become efficient instruments of war. From a young age, they were taught to obey commands, attack on cue, and defend their human counterparts. Their training was a blend of obedience, attack, and defense, ensuring that they were versatile assets on the battlefield. Specialized war dog handlers were tasked with training these animals, instilling in them the necessary skills to excel in combat. Through tireless training, these dogs learned to distinguish friends from foes and execute commands with precision. But the Romans knew that their war dogs needed more than basic training. They had to strike fear into the hearts of their opponents. And so, elaborate armor was designed for these canine warriors. Spiked collars and protective chest plates were crafted to safeguard the dogs from incoming attacks, while also enhancing their intimidating presence. This armor not only protected the dogs, but also symbolized the might and preparedness of the Roman military machine. To truly understand the impact of war dogs on the Roman military, we must consider their deployment on the battlefield. Roman generals recognized the value of surprise and shock and often deployed war dogs at the forefront of battles, emerging from the shadows or bursting through enemy lines. These dogs were initially meant to disorient and terrify the opposition. Their sudden, ferocious attacks broke enemy formations and caused widespread panic, giving the Roman soldiers an advantage. During the height of the Roman Empire, its military forces stretched from the North African deserts to the British Isles, facing a multitude of diverse and formidable opponents. In the rugged mountains and dense forests of northern Europe, the Roman legions encountered fierce tribes like the Gauls and the Germans, renowned for their martial prowess and tenacity. When war broke out, Roman war dogs proved to be invaluable assets. The dogs' ability to operate in varied terrains and their resistance to harsh weather conditions made them essential. For instance, their thick fur coats provided insulation against the cold winters of Germania, allowing them to continue performing effectively even in the harshest environments. In one particularly fierce battle against the Gauls, a small detachment of Roman soldiers found themselves surrounded by a larger, hostile force. With their backs against a hill and outnumbered, the Romans prepared for a desperate stand. Suddenly, a pack of 8 war dogs burst through the encirclement, catching the Gauls off guard. The dogs, with their armored bodies and fierce demeanor, tore into the enemy ranks, causing widespread panic and disruption. The Romans seized this opportunity, unleashing a volley of arrows that decimated the disoriented Gauls. As the battle raged on, the war dogs continued to wreak havoc, showcasing their ability to turn the tide of battle in the Romans' favor. This victory was not solely due to the Roman soldiers' bravery, but also to the strategic brilliance of employing these highly trained canines in a moment of need. Traveling across the vast expanse of the Roman Empire was a testament to resourcefulness and, above all, adaptability. Roads were often long and fraught with peril, requiring travelers to navigate treacherous terrain and potential threats. War dogs proved to be loyal and steadfast companions throughout these journeys. Their keen senses and protective instincts made them excellent guards, deterring potential assailants and alerting their human counterparts to danger. Their strength was also put to use, carrying supplies and equipment, ensuring that provisions and gear were transported efficiently. contributing significantly to the overall success of any expedition. One notable journey occurred during the early days of the Roman invasion of Bataan. A detachment of soldiers led by a seasoned centurion named Lucius Junius Brutus encountered heavy resistance from the local tribes. As the Roman forces advanced, they needed to establish a secure camp, a task that was complicated by the hostile environment and the threat of surprise attacks. During the construction of the camp, a team of soldiers was assigned to scout the surrounding area, a duty that was made safer and more efficient thanks to a pair of war dogs named Lupus and Furious. These two canines proved to be invaluable assets, sniffing out potential dangers, chasing down fleeing warriors, and even assisting in minor repairs around the camp. Their adaptability and resilience played a crucial role in the Roman army's ability to establish a secure base from which they could launch further campaigns into Bataan. Ancient Roman records tell tales of colossal hounds weighing up to 200 pounds or more. But how does this stack up? How big did these dogs really get? Well, imagine a beast standing as tall as your average large dog today at the shoulder. That's about 24 inches or 60 centimeters. Now, picture that dog weighing in at 200 pounds or 90 kilograms. That's the size of a small adult polar bear. But how accurate are these figures? You see, ancient measurement systems differed from our own, and exaggerations weren't uncommon. However, archaeological evidence, skeletal remains, and comparisons with modern breeds suggest that Roman war dogs, while impressive, likely didn't reach the gigantic proportions described in some historical accounts. Instead, they were still sizable, powerful canines, imposing and fierce. Yet perhaps not quite as humongous as the myths might lead you to believe. So what's the secret to cracking this case? Historians and researchers are turning to a variety of sources and methods to piece together the truth, examining ancient artifacts like sculptures, mosaics, and frescoes is providing insights into the size and appearance of Roman war dogs. Meanwhile, modern scientific techniques are being employed to analyze skeletal remains and provide a more accurate understanding of their anatomy and stature. The quest to uncover the real size of Roman war dogs is not just a matter of historical curiosity, but a testament to the enduring fascination with these legendary canines and their role in shaping ancient Rome's history. However, despite their incredible strength and resilience, war dogs were not invincible. Injuries and fatalities were not uncommon on the battlefield, and proper care became crucial for their well-being. Roman soldiers understood the importance of tending to their canine companions' wounds, providing them with water, food, and rest whenever possible. Recognizing that a well-cared-for dog was a more effective asset, soldiers also developed rudimentary techniques for treating injuries, setting bones, and even bandaging wounds, ensuring that their dogs could return to fighting form as quickly as possible. However, despite these efforts, the life of a war dog was fraught with peril, and many perished defending the colors of Rome. Those who died in battle were often given respectful burials, a testament to the bond between the soldiers and their faithful canine companions. While the use of war dogs reached its zenith during the Roman Empire, the concept wasn't entirely unique to them. Other civilizations, including the Assyrians and Persians, had previously utilized dogs in warfare. However, the Romans took this practice to new heights with their systematic approach to breeding, training, and equipping war dogs for battle. Their emphasis on size, strength, and psychological intimidation made Roman war dogs a force to be reckoned with. The decline of the Roman Empire marked the end of an era, and with it, the use of war dogs diminished. As the Western Roman Empire crumbled, the need for large, coordinated military campaigns subsided, and so did the demand for specialized war dogs. Yet the legacy of these magnificent creatures lived on in folklore and tales of ancient Rome's military prowess. Looking back, it's clear that Roman war dogs were more than just ferocious animals. They were an integral part of Rome's military might, serving alongside soldiers, instilling fear in enemies, and contributing significantly to the empire's expansion and longevity. Their bravery, loyalty, and sheer power remain a testament to the incredible bond between humans and animals and the fascinating history of one of the most iconic eras in world history. This has been Union of Time. If you enjoyed this episode and want to support us in bringing more exciting historical tales to life, please consider supporting us. Your support helps us continue to research, write, and produce these videos. Together, we can keep these stories alive and share them with more history enthusiasts like you. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more updates. And remember, history is never silent.